Welcome back to Indian Trace. This is going to be two things in one. It's going to be the third bin sweep and the final one because I just wanted to feature a perusal right down the line of the top. What I would, if I threw them into frames, it would be like my top frames, and I pull them all from these that you've been seeing in the bin sweeps, if that made any sense at all. So we'll get to those in a second. Absolutely incredible stuff, and they come from a bin full of points that are very similar to them, both in size and in style. But when you pull them out, you can see the unique differences. Everything from smoky quartz to variated materials to rhyolite. It's going to be fun to get up close to those. Those are really great points. Every single one of them, find of a lifetime. Think about that. Listen, I had to be quick, and that wind was blowing like an absolute madman today. So I went to the clay pot, and this is the reason. Pottery. The clay pot, and you'll see the variations, the signatures of the people who have gone by and been here before us. An interesting perspective. I was talking to another tuber. Look at this piece. This is very thick, this piece. And it has very little texture at all. And no basket pattern at all, like a lot of these, or anything. So I do believe this is a late archaic piece of pottery. One of the oldest here in the group. Just an incredible piece. Durable. So that is... I find those every once in a while, but to me they're a little bit more valuable because in studying just a little about pottery, I believe it signifies an older people group than much of this, which is early woodland pottery to middle woodland pottery. Just absolutely fun stuff. So you go through and you pick it up, you keep moving forward. Pottery is good to pick up. I don't keep it all. I keep the unique pieces nowadays, because pottery just makes for a great gift. And then you got some rocks out there. Of course, I've been through there 15 times. Thank God for my friend and the land he shares with me at the pottery. Look at these pieces. My word, right? This would have been a nice piece to me. And I find a lot like that at the pottery. I've got about 3 or 4 that are just broken. But I've found many great full artifacts. Big preform of some type. And there's some soapstone out there. C-type, or don't know how to pronounce it. I'll just say soapstone, everybody. Super smooth, pretty cool. I pick it up. To me, I've always got something that I can do with it. I can either go out and collect a great handful of gifts, or what have you. So that's a good look at what I was able to gather up today. And now take a look at this. Now the way this works is right across the other side of my tackle box, if you will, my display artifacts. It goes from top, left to right, and it goes right across all the way, so that you'll have bins full of points all the way. So we'll just take it that way. Take a look at this point. Great lighting. And this was worked by a master for sure. Almost every one of these points on my top shelf display stuff and these bin sweeps are pieces that come from somebody who knows what on earth they're doing. That came from the clay pot. Interesting thing about the clay pot is it's got dirty quartz, which means it's got quartz with inclusions in it all the time from there. And I love that. That's pretty cool, as opposed to one you're going to see in a second. Now take this piece out. Real great piece of rhyolite. It's hard to see on the red hands as much. That came from Hidden Hill. Just a real strong piece, balanced piece. Here's a piece that came in 2017 from Notchville. See, that's real sort of milky quartz, very clear quality quartz, as opposed to lots of the quartz like this, which I call dirty quartz, which is the quartz with inclusions in it, like this piece as well. But I love quartz like that. Particularly different there than other sites, that's for sure. Great piece here. Notchville 1 point. Here's a nice piece of rhyolite going right down the line with the bins, just pulling one out that just sort of jumped in my heart today. That's from the Bear. I found this on the same day, I believe, or close to it, that I found my best full banner stone made out of like jade. And some of you might remember that here on Indian Trace. This is a great point altogether, just working with the rhyolite. They did a really fantastic job. I mean, you can't beat that. The Bear. Here's a piece from Stone Mountain. Check this out. The quartz is as great as it looks. Fun stuff from the 5th bin going down the line. Piece of smoky quartz from Site 5E. Beaver Hill. Now I found this one almost 4 years ago when I first really got moving forward, knowing that, you know, there's artifacts out there to be saved from the rototill and from the plows and the combines. Why not make your best effort? I mean, the expressions here in this group, you've got 8 personalities right there, 8 individuals looking to feed their family and their children that day. Powerful. Here's a point from Whitestone. What a great point. Now this bin, of course, has a lot of the pink quartz that I have. Just really good looking stuff. All right, as we finish up, just take a little quiet time and do all this. Another favorite point here from the dunes in the last bin. Again, this one was an early point, maybe 4 years ago. I haven't been collecting that long. If you're just clicking through and you don't know me, just really haven't. Compared to 20, 30 years some of you guys have been collecting, it's just unheard of. It's a great point from the dunes. I like points like that. So that gives you a great look down the line for a bin sweep number 3. And that just, those 3 videos here, the bin sweeps, show you what's on my top shelf. And every one of these represents a certain bin with similar points. Just something to be real thankful for. Appreciate you tuning in Indian Trace to just give you a good look at some North American Indian artifacts. Eastern Central North Carolina. Hope you find out there.